What's up, guys? Chris with Saglansky Cycle, and a few days ago I told you guys I had a huge surprise for you on one of my personal favorite bikes, the Specialized S-Works VENGE 2015 Peter Sagan limited edition. And if you guys know anything about history, back in 2015 we held the World Championships here in Richmond, Virginia, and Peter Sagan was on this bike. He wasn't on the VENGE, but he was on the SL5 with the same paint job, and that's when he won his first World Championships here in the state. And it was right around the same time I got into the cycling industry. So right out of the gate, he became almost my favorite rider because we have a lot of things in common. So I wanted to make this bike almost similar specifications how Peter Sagan rode his during that time over 10 years ago. So taking a look at this bike, we'll go over wheels, grupo, stem, saddle, crankset, and all that good stuff. So taking a look right at the frame, we'll jump right into it. This is the Digi Camo frame with the Peter Sagan logoing there on the top tube. And it's got his country, which is Slovakia, with the flag and the logo with the red, white, and blue. This bike is a 56 centimeter. And then you have that Digi Camo, which is a highlighter yellow, silver, and white all throughout the frame. On his bike, he was riding with the Specialized Dura-Ace Di2, but right around when I got into the industry, that's when this SRAM Red 11-speed came out, all wireless, so I opted for that. And you guys know me, I absolutely love SRAM. Nothing against Shimano, I just love the hoods on the SRAM, how they feel. I love just how there's no wires or cabling going through the bike. It's just a front and rear derailleur battery, just a way cleaner setup, especially on a rim brake bike because the front and rear brake lines are exposed. On handlebar here, I'm running the Specialized S-Works AeroFly 2 with it's a 42 centimeter with the shallow drop, and the Zipp SL sprint stem. This one's a 130. I know on the red bike I have a 140, which Sagan would be riding, so I definitely want to swap this out and go 10 mils longer. Top cap on here is the Specialized body fit, the geometry. Like I told you guys before, back when Specialized was doing their pro custom bike fits in Morgan Hill, California, they were giving these top cap stems to their riders. So one of our guys at the shop during that time went out there for the Specialized fit school. He grabbed a bunch of them and gave me a couple of those, so I have them on a few of my bikes. On the steer tube, it's completely slammed beyond anything you could imagine. During the time I was working at the shop, my buddy Grant, GC Performance, he's the best, I absolutely love him. We were cutting my steer tube and we cut it a little too short, so I couldn't use that spacer that kind of makes that top cap, makes the steer tube flush to the top of this top tube. So we're like, hey, how was Sagan riding his? And ironically, it was a blessing in disguise where Sagan actually rode his similar to this. He wanted to be more aggressive and way lower, so he removed that spacer that was flush here and slammed it and has the ceramic speed dust cap. So we did it exactly how he did it. Thanks, Grant, love you, bro. Came out awesome. On saddle on the bike, I am running the personal favorite, Specialized S-Works Power. This is a 143 millimeter carbon rails and carbon shell. Seat post on the bike is the S-Works VENGE, negative 20-degree offset. Brakes on the bike are the SRAM Red rim brake calipers, front and rear. Plenty of clearance there. On the drivetrain on this bike, I am running the Specialized S-Works 5339 front chainring. Crank arms are the 172.5. Rear derailleur is the SRAM Red 11-speed rear derailleur with the ceramic speed OSPW, and pedals are the Look Carbon keel blades with the carbon, not carbon, I mean the ceramic spindle, non-chromoly axle. Huge shout out again to Grant GC Performance, because I actually got these crank arms from him. When the Venge Vice came out in 2016, he had these on his bike and he swapped them out for a different chainring and crank arm. I can't remember which crankset he went with, but I bought these because I wanted the white decaling, because you guys know Specialized, everything with the white decaling on there is their team edition. So I got these crank arms from Grant from the Venge Vice because they're the team edition and I had to have them. Rear cassette on the bike is the 1125 one-piece SRAM Red cassette with the KMC 11-speed SL chain. Taking a look on the wheels, these are the Specialized Roval CLX 64 wheel set with the 700 by 26C Specialized turbo cotton tires. And another funny story about these wheels, when the Venge Vice came out, they came out in like two colorways. It was an all matte black with a white decaling. These wheels came on there, and that crankset came on there. And then they had a rocket red version, which is the one that Grant had. Same thing. I think that one came with the black decaling wheels, not with the white. And then it came with these exact same crank arms. So in order to get these wheels, because at the time I'm like, man, I want the white decaling. Sagan had them on his bike. I need to have them on mine. I want to make the bike similar to how he rode it back then. So what we did is we shipped these. I had the black, I think I had a black pair of all CLX 64s with the black decaling. I had to send them into Specialized headquarters in Morgan Hill, California, and they had to rebuild the wheels after I purchased the white hubs for the for this wheel set. So we sent them out to Specialized. They rebuilt the wheels with the white decal because it's not a sticker. I know you can buy stickers on eBay, and I've seen a lot of guys do stickers on wheels, like my brother-in-law on the SL8 we did yesterday. He had like the silver chrome decals. These are not stickers on there. These are the real thing, which are painted on there. We got them back, built them up on the bike, and the bike looks absolutely insane. I couldn't be more happy with the way it turned out. Bottle cage on there is the white Specialized S-Works Ribcage 2, and I have the classic Bora bottle. I know it doesn't really match the bike, but Sagan rode for multiple teams. We'll be doing a sneak peek of the S-Works Bora Venge that I have in the garage, and we'll take a closer look at that in the days come. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this bike. Would you still ride it? Do you think it's worthy of being on the road today? And let's take our final close-up shots until we see you guys next time. Oh, I forgot to mention, I don't know if I did, but inside of the fork there, it has the red, white, and blue for the Slovakia flag. And huge shout out to Mr. Peter Sagan. If you've ever seen this video, we love you, bro. You're a great inspiration to the cycling industry, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.